there was at least a possibility that Latham could have missed an extended period of time and not just a week. The way that he's come back and the way he's played since then, how impressed are you? How worried were you maybe a month ago about how long that could have taken?
Yeah, always, concerned when guys, get injured. And I think it's a tribute to him, but I also think it's a tribute to, our sports medicine group, Sean Barnhouse and all the guys that work in there, Adam Stewart and Tyler Dean. Solo, they do such a great job of not only just, working with the guys, but also understanding, okay, he needs a week or two or whatever it might be to get to where he needs to be. Here's a situation where he could play, but boy, he could use an extra week if he needed it. And I think there's been several situations this season where I think it's been managed really well. But it comes down to the player and how they attack the rehab. Lathan's a mature guy who understands he needed to get a ton of rehab, but also there's a mindset that comes with it too. Like he was dying to get back. And because of that mindset, you're seeing him not only get back on the field, but once he got back on the field, he ended up playing at a high level. And so hats off to him.
Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Row.
Ryan, with all the attention on the left tackle and the shuffle that you guys had to do there, Josh has kind of been forgotten on the other side. What have you seen from him the last few weeks that makes you think that he's ready for the challenges ahead of Indiana, Michigan, potentially big competitor?
Well, I just like his approach. I think he's got a grittiness to him right now, a toughness. He's just kind of angry when he's out there, and that's good for an offensive lineman. He's playing well, playing tough. I think he understands what teams are trying to do, and he's played now a decent amount. He's got some games under his belt, so he's become a huge part of our offense, a huge part of the offensive line. He's showing leadership, and he's somebody that we need to play really well down the stretch.
Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
Ryan, we've seen Jelani make plays each of the last couple of weeks. Is he a guy that's starting to gain momentum in your eyes that you guys can trust more?
Yeah, and we're going to need him to more and more as the weeks go on. We're going to keep adding things to his plate. With the offense, he's definitely helping on special teams. That's big, but we need him. We need him to play well here these last few games of the regular season.
Tim May, Letterman Row.
Yeah, Ryan, your defense hasn't given up a touchdown in 2 games. Got the shutout last week. What's the motivation this week? What will you charge them with, so to speak, from standpoint of stepping up?
Well, it's November, and in November you got to play your best football. So like if we're having conversations about, we got to get up for this game. I mean, that's craziness because, we're late in the season. This is the playoffs. Everything's, on the line here. Our opportunity to get to Indianapolis is on the line this week, and we're playing in November, and we got to play our best football in November. So, I'm expecting, just like everybody else in the team, that they're going to play at a high level on Saturday.
Have you seen a certain velocity about them?
I have, yeah. Good look in their eye and seriousness about them. And, they know what they need to get done. And, it doesn't always have to be perfect, but it's got to be fast and it's got to be violent.
Stefan Krasny, Cleveland.com.
We asked you a few weeks ago when Latham was out just about the safety depth kind of as a whole. Obviously, you got a chance to see some guys start, and then this past game, you got some guys rotated in. Do you feel a bit better about some of the depth that you guys have there now?
Yeah, I always say, hate to say I feel good about anything, but yeah, I think that, we've shown that we have some guys that are willing to step up. We do have some versatility in what we can do there, and that's certainly giving us more options for the future. Yeah.
Stephen Hellwagon, 24/7 Sports.
Yeah, Coach. Looked like Sawyer and Tuimoloau were in like the 20s in place count.
Yeah.
I know it was a blowout win, but you also put guys in on the third series.
That's right.
And it was a very good 25 plays out of those guys. Looked like they were as impactful as they've been. Is this a lesson that less could be more with these guys? And
yeah, I think some of the play was good. Some of it was okay. I thought JT and Jack were, played well in the game. But that was a decision that was made ahead of time. And we'll decide kind of how we head into the game, probably around tomorrow afternoon. We'll take a look at the game plan and figure out what fits. But, yeah, that was a conscious decision in the third series that was going in. We tried to play as much depth as we could going into the game, knowing that, coaches want to win. Position coaches want their guys to play well. And so, the defense coordinator wants to stop every time we're out there. But we also need to get guys in the game and play. And it was good to see other guys get reps in there, learn from them, and that not only builds depth, but, builds, a more exciting practice. I thought we had a spirited practice today, but I think a lot of that had to do with the guys who got in the game.
Bill Landis, Kings of the North.
Ryan, has Will Kasmarek been able to get back to practice just yet, or what's his progress?
he was out there at practice, certainly very limited right now. But there's a lot of great work being done there. He's ahead of schedule, and we're looking to get him back out to practice next week. But he is at least out there in some individual drills right now.
Great. Coach, thank you very much.
All right, guys.